Hey everybody, Spacegoats here for another quick video on my power meter boxes. There's been a lot of questions. I've recently been selling them. Here's one that's being printed right now. It takes about 12-ish or so hours to do the bottom of the box. Over here we have some mostly completed ones. They're not quite done yet. I still got to do the brass inserts and stuff into the holes for the screws and stuff, but they're close. So I've had some questions about how they're assembled and whatnot. So let's get started with this video here. If you guys would like and subscribe to the video, we're getting close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Once we get 2,000 subscribers, I will be giving away that mini ITX system, computer system, and I have some t-shirts and stuff on Amazon. If you guys want your own Spacegoats t-shirt, I'll have a link for it in the description below. And so let's get started on the discussion of the meter boxes. Like I said, I am selling these now. If you go to my Discord page, put your name on the list, and as I print them off, I delete your order, US only, because the shipping costs outside of the country just doesn't make it affordable. You'll spend more money in shipping than what it would cost to actually buy one of these. So let's get started. All right, I got my camera turned around and set up. Now let's discuss these boxes. Now, these lids are set up for the 6L or the L630R. It's 250 volt or 240, 220, 208, depending on where you're at. 30 amp locking connector, and that's what these boxes are set up for right here. Pretty simple. I got a cutout made in the back right here for the outlet to kind of sit down inside here. They take the screws off, of course. I don't have the screws off of this one. Let me just do that real quick. Guess I should have had this prepared. I thought I had one in here somewhere. Guess I don't. Where's my other outlet at? Oh well, not a big deal. I have another outlet around here somewhere that has the screws already out of it. Now, on these 220 volt outlets, these locking ones, there's another set of holes, screw holes. I am not including the screws to do it because I just don't know if all the manufacturers use the same thread. I'm pretty sure they do, so you guys will have to probably try to find your own screws. There's a set of screw holes right here. I've used two different brands of these. This is Hubble twist lock, and where's my other one at? Dang it! Let me find that other outlet real quick. Here's the other outlet. The other one is a Levington. I've used these, and like I said, the screws go right into these holes right here. And so you put the plate up here. I got it lined up. You can drop them screws right into those holes. You may have to, like I said, you may have to find what size screw that is. Go to your local hardware store. On mine, I ended up actually drilling the hole a little bit bigger and tapping and threading it to a different size, but that's just how I did it. You guys can do it however you like. I'm not 100% sure. I think these screws right here were the same screw. So that's the same screw, but they're a little too long, so they bottom out. So either you'll have to find some screws like these that's a little bit shorter, or get a pair of side cutters, a pair of dikes, and you cut them off and make them work. Not a big deal. Don't just take a second. Locks in like that. Well, one of the questions that I had was brought up to me today was the opening right here for the meter itself. This is one of the meters, just a standard meter, and the guy was having some issues getting it in there, and he was saying that some people may not have the tools to be able to fit it. Well, during the 3D printing process, it gets a little lip right here on the inside, and I printed off several of these in a row and try to time it to where, and size dimensionally, where I got this as tight as possible without being too tight. Now on these meters, they do have a little tab right here. You can probably see where it was. I cut that off on both sides. So this tab, when you cut it off, now you can slide this thing in here. Like I said, it's tight. I mean, it won't go in unless it's forced to go in. And what I do is I'll get a little piece of sandpaper and I'll sand these edges right here down just a little bit, and I kind of work it back and forth, and I test fit back and forth until I get this meter actually slide in there, because I want the meter as tight as possible. Because what I'll end up doing was on my own personal ones, once I get the meter in and I get it set, I'll run a little bead of super glue right on the edge right here to kind of lock the meter in place so it doesn't go nowhere. Because there's really no way, there's no screws, there's no attachment points to actually attach this meter to here. Those little plastic tabs are supposed to be like a little locking mechanism to keep them locked in to the lid, but I don't ever use them personally, and that's how this box is designed, is not to use it. A little bit of super glue, boom, you're done. Matter of fact, I thought, did I have this one? One of these I already have trimmed to fit. And probably not this one though, it's pretty tight. Yeah, see, that one's tight too, so I just need a little bit of massaging to that opening, get that meter to go in there. Red Panda actually wanted to switch the meter the other direction on one of the boxes that I sent him, and he was grumbling because he has, you know, girl hands, and he couldn't get the meter out and thought I had super glued the meter in, but it wasn't super glued, it was just so tight in here they don't pop out. Got one of these boxes. See, this lid here is a different lid design. This is going to be for a 110 outlet like this one, a square one. So the bottom one goes in here like this, and then the meter comes in here on top. Yeah, see, now this one here, I actually did a little bit of work to it, and I was able to, there, I get the meter in there. See, it locks in there pretty well. I mean, it'll move a little bit, but it's not bad. Like I said, if you're worried about the meter coming out, run a little bead of super glue right here on this edge, and it's good to go. Now, the other thing that was kind of brought up, the question was, when I designed these boxes, I originally designed it for just the 240 volt outlet. I went back later on, it was kind of an afterthought. Somebody kind of requested if I would make one, so I did, and I went back and I designed the box with a square outlet. So you can run a 110 in it, a standard 110 outlet, or sort of a standard outlet, the square outlets. It's just easier to design this in CAD. It was real quick and simple. Could I have done a regular type duplex outlet? Yeah, but trying to get the contours and the shapes and stuff just really wasn't worth the time to do. So, but with this, gonna be a little careful. You have to, if you want something like this one, you either break the tabs off here, and then you got to cut it off right here. There's not a lot of room inside this lid for it like I said, it was kind of an afterthought. I did not design this box around this outlet. If I had, I would have designed the box a little bit bigger, and I would have used a, let me get these boxes out of the way here. I would have used a little different setup, and instead this box needed to be another, probably at least a 1/2 inch wider. And I could have designed the box to tie into the screws on this, or tie into the, probably on these here, just to suck that up there tight. So since it was kind of an afterthought, if you get one like this, you're going to have to, like I said, break the tabs off. This is the black one that I have. See, I've already cut those tabs off, sanded it down. And what you're going to want to do is when you put this in here, like so, drill a little hole right here through the plastic, and you can put a screw with a little nut on the back side to hold it in place. And that's all you need to do. That's actually how on my Wi-Fi server rack that I have in the house, I have a box like this inside the rack, and that's how I have it set up. Just a little screw. Don't over tighten it, because this PLA, the actual 3D print, has like a webbing inside, so it's not solid. So if you over tighten it, it'll crush it. But it's good enough to hold the outlet in. Now, if you don't want to use an outlet like this, there is another 120 outlet, but it's a 20 amp outlet, and it is round. But you get into that outlet, I gotta try to keep these things somewhat organized, because some of these are actually they're already sold. I just don't have them finished yet. Now there is a round outlet that, like I said, that's a 120. This is a 120 round outlet, but it's a smaller diameter here. What brand was this one? I think this was like an Eaton brand one that I bought. 20 amp, 125 volt outlet. Now it will go into the locking outlet, not as pretty. You can get a black one and it'll match up, but the holes right here, they do line up. So if you have like a single mining rig, which, you know, you don't want to run a whole bunch of mining rigs on a single 110 outlet anyways. I mean, at best, depending on how many cards you're running, you might be able to get 2 rigs on a single outlet. Or if you got 10 or 12 cards, depending on what cards they are, a single rig. So if you got a single rig and that's all you have, I mean, this would be a great option. Later on down the road, when you upgrade to, say, a second rig or a third rig or a fourth rig, and you need to invest in a 30 amp 220 plug, you already have a lid. Change out the outlet, convert it to 220, and you're done. Simple as that. So that's all I really wanted to address. Hopefully that answered any questions on how this stuff is set up. Like I said, I am selling these. You go over to my Discord page, I'll have a Discord link in there. I have a tab or a channel for orders only, no conversations, no whatever. USA only. Sorry, like I said, these boxes I'm selling them for $20 a piece plus shipping, so they're about $25 to $27 roughly, depending on where you live at. When I do sell them, I will include a Spacegoats holographic sticker. I will include a Spacegoats refrigerator magnet and a Spacegoats regular sticker, just plain sticker. Will be included in the box with every box that's ordered. Like I said, I have some big Spacegoat stickers, but they're kind of expensive, so I don't give those out very often, but these will be with every order. And like I said, if you guys go to the description, I got some Spacegoats t-shirts I got t-shirts that match this logo right here, and I have a updated logo one also. There's t-shirts. Wow, having talking issues today. Sweatshirts, long sleeve, you know, a bunch of different ones on there. So, all right, guys. Well, like I said, like and subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. And when I get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll do a live giveaway. I'll have an announcement. I'll make an announcement. Give it a few days so people maybe can plan. I'll try to pick a time where most people are home. I do it on probably like on a Sunday or something. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.